Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? Today we are playing Custom Hero Clash, which of course is a bit of a classic. I thought we could play around. I hope you guys enjoyed. In case you're not familiar, I'm gonna go and explain a little bit how the mode works. And yeah, that's it. So let's get into the game. Cool, we got ourselves Enigma. Now, first thing we do in this mode, we pick ourselves some abilities, right? We're gonna be able to kind of draft a hero. Now, we have a higher chance of finding an ability of our hero. So we have a higher chance of finding Enigma abilities. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Midnight Pulse right now, even though it's kind of pointless, but that's because I am looking for demonic conversion, right? Because now I can do that and turn these guys into a little demonic conversion Eidolon, which spawns only one Eidolon, which is a little sad, but that's okay. And I am mostly looking to get Malefice as well, because that creates additional Eidolons, and we can make those Eidolons more powerful, and then we're gonna have a really good time. That's the plan. And there's Soul Link. 10% of your attack's damage is converted to healing for your summons, and 5% of your summons attack damage is converted to healing for you. That actually seems a little pointless. And we can get Late Bloomer. That gives us a ton of additional stats, particularly in the long run. Yeah, you know what? Let's just play it simple. It's been a minute since we played this. So this is a perk. We just kind of get this, and that allows us to like modify our hero in a very significant way. This mode tends to have little modifications like this right here with the Eidolons, where we only get one instead of three, because probably free costs some sort of like lag or something like that. So, you know, they kind of modify things like that. But usually they keep the overall power level kind of the same. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves this. Crown of the Dominator. Crown of the Dominator. This bad boy gives us a bunch of additional power based on our stats. So that's why I went for Late Bloomer, because Late Bloomer gives us stats. Well, later. Not quite yet, but later. Oh, perfect. There's a Malefice. So we can get stats with Late Bloomer. And then we can get ourselves the Mask of the Dominator and a Crown of Dominator and get really powerful. Okay, what do you have? Sticky Bomb and Flame Guard. And you got Cascading Arcana with Crypt Swarm, Concussive Shot, and this is Soul Link. Mass Serpent Mode, but you don't have it yet. I'm gonna say that I think the Skyref has it. We can gamble on who's gonna win. I think the Skyref mage is gonna do it. Alright? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, my plan today is just to be a small Enigma surrounded by much bigger little Eidolons here. Right, we're gonna be small daddy Enigma surrounded by huge, chunky, powerful Eidolons. Cool. Won that gamble, we get a bunch of money. And then we can choose Masteries, which is just like another way to kind of get like additional stats. It's just, don't worry about it, it's some nonsense. We definitely want to get yeah, that's some additional stats, and let's get that. That's additional levels, which additional levels are actually really good for us because we increase our attributes per level in addition to the normal amount and so on. So yeah. Anyway, the problem with this, of course, is that we can't really cast it while we are going up against a hero. That's yeah, our beautiful Aghanim shard is going to come into play. Alright, because we're going to go ahead and get that right away. Boom. And now we level up this, and the Aghanim shard is going to stun things, but also going to spawn Eidolons. And that's the plan. We'll get ourselves them extra Eidolons. Now, I gotta admit, Counter Helix is kind of annoying, but that's okay. And then, you know, we get ourselves some dudes. Oh, okay. Alright, they kind of glitch out. That's nice, I guess. Alright, Vampiric Spirit, not affected by summon power. Oh, really? That's disappointing. Chakram, that's some damage. We could get Black Hole, but the problem with Black Hole is that it's just got, you know, it's just kind of got a really long cooldown that limits its usefulness, sadly. It's gonna be good against heroes. To be honest, I don't really like anything else here. We could do a reroll. What do you guys think? I think I'm just gonna go for this. Alright, get this, and there's our Eidolon. Oh, look at this guy. This guy gets bigger. Ah, interesting. Gets bigger with the Malefice. Alright. Because we won that duel, we got a whole bunch of money. Alright? And later on in the game, winning a duel ends up hurting us. Or like losing a duel ends up hurting us a lot more. Right now, you just kind of don't get the money if you lose a duel. But you can see we have these aegis over here. Right? And once we get past round 40 in the game, whenever we die in a duel, we lose an aegis. Now, right now, we can only lose aegis by dying to the creeps. And we get knocked out of the game by losing, like, kind of like dying completely to the creeps. Like, no aegis and then dying to the creeps, then you get knocked out. And yeah, I mean, that's more or less the game. Alright, this is going to be a big serpent ward. We're going to go ahead and try to survive. Nope, this is bad. Big serpent ward, big problem. Yeah, there's no way. I don't have a way of actually dealing with the serpent ward, sadly. And my Malefice is not strong enough. Now, here's the thing. We can get ourselves talents to make our Eidolons even better, which is like the exciting thing about playing Enigma. Like, yeah, let's go. Dude, it's gonna be massive. Realm Thunder God's Vengeance, that's funny. Can't convert the ward into Eidolons. No, sadly not. The ward is not a summon. Well, it is, sorry, the ward is not a unit. It is a summon. But it's a different, it's a weird unit. It's a ward. It's a ward. Alright? It's a ward. We could get... Which one? Do we like any of these? No. No, these are all terrible. Let's re-roll this. Shadow Dance is kind of nice. Shadow Dance is particularly really good because it also gets us Depth Shroud, and both of those buy us additional survivability. Also, fun fact, if I use this now, it doesn't do anything. Not because I'm in this space, but because I don't have Shadow Dance leveled up, and Depth Shroud needs me to have Shadow Dance. And otherwise, the game doesn't know what the fuck I want from it. Alright. Here's my big boy Eidolons. Look at them, absolute chonkers. And then we get ourselves Eidolon attack speed, thank you. Anyway, yeah, I thought this would be kind of a fun mode to play again. I kind of spent some time explaining it today because I'm not sure everybody remembers how it works. But yeah, the goal, of course, is to be the last player alive. I hope that much was obvious. I probably should have mentioned that. Usually when you explain a game, it's best to start with like the way to win. Just a tip for you board game people out there. The best way to explain a game is to explain how to win at first. So people like can immediately deduct, okay, different steps into different steps. Let's get ourselves Specialist Array and we'll get Shadow Dance. And then probably just get more Shadow Dance, right? Like we care about the extended duration. So we've got a fight here. We've got this Hoodwink who is kind of like a right-click Hoodwink. She's got Reincarnation, which Reincarnation is really good for duels. But then this guy just does a ton of damage applying. So I'm gonna do a smaller gamble. Sometimes I like doing those. Like when I'm not sure who's gonna win, I just kind of do this really small gamble, and then you know, we see if that works out. Also, this one. Should probably rearrange some of these. And put you all the way over there, thank you. Midnight Pulse is gonna be the ability we wanna get rid of. It doesn't really do anything for us. The only reason I took it is so I had a higher chance of finding Malefice and Demonic Conversion. And, you know, in that way, I guess it's good, but in the long run, it's a little pointless for us. It just doesn't really offer us much that's of value. Anyway, we're going up against a Terrorblade here, who's kind of right-clicking. That's okay. We're gonna go ahead and do this, and then do this. And that should do it. Clean. Alright. And we got a lot of gold, because apparently people didn't think I was gonna win. Which is weird. I mean, come on. Does Depth Shroud work on islands? Should, yeah. In theory, it should. I don't know who wins that. I'm not a big fan of like always gambling. I just kind of gamble when I think I'm actually gonna win. Or like, I do small gambles, but I tend to think too long and then I miss it. That's just on me. The 4 Malefice instances are gonna be absolutely devastating. You should leave a rating on the video. Okay, do I buy these two right now? I think I do. I'm generally a big fan of like buying items in this mode instead of like spending, because you can definitely just spend money gambling, right? And hope that you get lucky and that you win all of your gambles. But from my experience, that's not exactly how it tends to work out for me. So I like to kind of just, you know, play a bit more centered around getting my items going and then just doing gambles with the remaining money. Okay, Terrorblade, interesting. He has what? Unstable Arcana. 25% chance to refresh something. There is an Orchid, which kind of is a bit spooky here. So you kill him once, and then Blade Fury. Small gamble. Hello. Look at how strong my summons are. Look at how massive they are. They're so good. They're so sick. So you're telling you don't end up with a profit after gambling? Oh, you can definitely go into the red. You don't necessarily have to, right? Like, I mean, right now I am in the green. But it's the kind of thing where, like, I personally find that when you're playing this mode, you're better off just taking it easy, playing it safe. Particularly if you're in a good position, right? Like, if you can win duels, then you don't need to take risks with gambling. But I think this right here is actually a pretty safe one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. All right. There's also, you get money the faster you finish a round. So the fact that I am pretty fast at doing it is really good for us. So I'm pretty optimistic here that this Hoodwink wins, mostly because she has Reincarnation. Right? Reincarnation is just a big freebie. It's just really hard to lose with that. Oh, Aftershock. Interesting. Aftershock Arc Lightning. Actually, Finger of Death. So I know this may seem like, okay, you know, Aftershock, Permastun. Yeah, that it does have that. But actually, Finger of Death with Blitz Strike, it's just going to be an instant kill. And that's really what's going to... Yeah, that's how the Zeus is going to win that. Because that's a combo where you can make the Finger of Death crit for like a lot of damage. You can crit it for 500%. And I mean, Finger of Death is already scary. And in this mode, you can farm Finger of Death stacks on creeps. Which, you know, you could just like huge amounts of stacks. It's really good. Okay. So this is on cooldown, but it's going to be off cooldown. I think there's no way the OD loses. Summons are really strong early on. And Chronosphere is super good with summons because the summons can keep attacking. Because Chronosphere actually doesn't stun your controlled units. So, should be good. Get these. Nice. 40 Eidolon damage. And then we can eventually get 167% stronger Eidolons. Which is kind of their version of getting additional Eidolons, right? This mode has some good... This mode has some good... lag protection, I guess. But it's still kind of laggy. Let's just hope the end doesn't go too crazy. They definitely make an effort. I mean, this is just one of those modes where it's been in development for such a long time. Right? That it's just kind of... And it hasn't really changed much. So it's just kind of been refining what it is over and over and over and over again. And you know, you do that for long enough and eventually you end up with a pretty solid product. Alright, Frostbitten Army. The Aeon Disc can blame me out. I mean, we're definitely gonna get an Aeon Disc eventually here. Bosses. So I'm not entirely sure how our demonic conversion will play out here. I don't know if I can cast it on them because you can't usually cast it on ancients, right? But I mean, at worst, I got this. Yeah, I can't cast it on anything right now. But it seems to be fine because this Eidolon is just Giga Chat Eidolon. Look at this dude. Huge. None of this is really good for me, so I'm just gonna sell it. Okay. Techies versus Zeus. Techies pretty much has the same guaranteed problem as the Terrorblade did earlier. Where in theory, probably not that bad a matchup. Ooh, Aeon Disc. Smart. I'm gonna go ahead. I like it. I like that you're thinking. I'm gonna go ahead and give you benefit of a doubt there. I don't actually think the techies can win, but hey, maybe. Hey, let's go! Sick. No, I guess I could have gambled a little bit more. I guess I should have gambled just a tad little bit more. There's the Shadow Fiend going up against the Stinker. Stinker does have Realm Deafening Blast, but you do need enough mana, and I don't know if the Tinker has that. I'm gonna still guess the Tinker takes it. And there are our stronger Eidolons. Because, alright. What are we doing? Silence. Ooh, Stinker. What are we doing? What are we doing? Alright. I'm glad I didn't gamble too much. You can see I like going for like smaller amounts on this. I'm absolutely sure. Okay. So I think we get Ghost Scepter here. And we buy an Aeon Disc. I do want to win. Winning these is pretty important. Ooh, that was smart. Alright. There's one. Okay, that went down. That's not great. That's not real. Ah, damn it. Oh shit! I had a sentry. Ah, I'm such an sorry. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. I blanked on it. I should have used the sentry, obviously. Obviously should have used the sentry. My Malefice, affected by Torture Pipe. No, my Malefice Eidolon ended up not being enough. Ended up getting killed pretty quickly. Yeah, these poor little boys are trying their best. There's a big issue there with the Hoodwink just kind of having, you know, permanent silence with the Glaze of Wisdom. Yeah. You're a dum-dum. I am a dum-dum. You know what? Like, it's okay. It's also been a little bit since I played this mode. But yeah, I was just like, oh shit, what do I do against that? So I was trying to really play around it and like maybe get a black hole off. But the important thing is, you might say, Baumi, why didn't you just go for a black hole? She got resurrection. Right? If I use a black hole and then she just resurrects, like, ooh, I'll feel really silly about that. I won't have helped. So, you know. I wonder how Midnight Pulse works. Does Midnight Pulse kill trees constantly or just when it's cast? Wait, let me try this. Ah, okay, it doesn't work here. Alright. I thought I could be cheeky and figure that out. But probably just works once. Alright, okay. Lion. So this feels much more winnable. Right, we have Aeon Disc. We have invisibility. This was pretty achievable, I think. We just immediately go invis. And then pop this bad boy, and that'll do. Nice. Very good. Whole bunch of money from that. Hey, Joao Pedro BC. Thank you so much for the 2 months. Appreciate it. That's not a line. Ah, he's got a finger off there. It's a line. So we can get torture pipe. We're gonna need a Star Force. That's just like a necessary component. I'm gonna need an Orchid. I'm gonna get the Orchid right now. So why do I need Orchid? Well, I need Orchid because Orchid is a single target spell. And there's gonna be bosses that have Lincolns. So if I don't have a way to break Lincolns, then I won't have a way to actually apply. I won't have a way to actually apply my Malefice. And without Malefice, I don't have summons. And without summons, I am dead. How strong is this dude? Oh dear God. Oh wow. Oh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. So the demonic conversion summon is stronger than the Malefice summon. Right? Because this one is Malefice and this one is demonic conversion. I didn't know that. So what we want to do is we want a Malefice and then demonic conversion the Malefice summon. Like in a duel. Okay. Alright. Now tell me, what is the time at right now? Oh, it's up there. Huh? 29 hours to go. So still quite a bit. But not enough to actually get us through the entire international. No, we'll see. We'll see. Can't use demonic conversion. Why would I? Can I? What are you talking about? Can be self-cast. Oh. Is this a normal Dota? I didn't know about that. That's wild. Really? Look at me. I am learning stuff as we go through it. Learning stuff as we go along. Get Octarine Core. Okay. Interesting. No, I didn't know that. It's only custom your clash now. Oh, well, because usually those kinds of things are noted in the little purple box. So it's, you know, I wasn't aware of it. Alright, cast this, so I always have my Eidolon. Ooh, that's actually so nice. Look at that. I think I'm gonna buy a Stormcraft, or like get a Stormcrafter actually. Because I know cooldown reduction seems nice, but like honestly, a Purge, that's pretty good too. Just gets us out of sticky situations, right? And that seems very valuable. And then next up, we want to go ahead and get a Star Force. So Star Force is just nice because it's a lot of intelligence and we like having... Actually, do I need a... Like a Shiva Scar would be good? Nah, I don't think so. I think a Sky Star Star Force, that's still kind of the standard way to go, right? Should be okay. Oh, are we... What's going on over here? No! There you go. Bit of a tough fight. Seems some people are starting to struggle against a few of these creeps. Which does definitely kind of end up happening at this point in the game. Okay, she's scary. I think the Shadow Fiend is strong. I don't have that much money to gamble with anyway. I did not know you could self-cast. That's very good. That's very good to know. That way I can always have my little Eidolon. Then you can see we are getting a lot of stats now. Right, 0.9 extra per level. Then we level 35. So it's like plus 35 all stats. But like, you know, it's gonna keep going. And mostly it's like very important because of course the Crown of Dominator is based on our stats, right? The more strength, the more int, the more agility we have, the more powerful our summons become. Ooh, alright, we're down one player. Yeah, You've got demonic conversion. You've got nothing. Also, you're gonna win this. I like this guy. I like the OD. The OD is just like a bunch of summons as well. Got the Soul Link instead of Late Bloomer. I know I don't like Soul Link that much because like ideally I don't get attacked at all. But that's what summons are for, right? To be attacked for me. I don't want to be attacked myself. Alright, we get our last mastery. Health, intelligence. I think probably best to just get some intelligence, right? Be smarter. Okay, there's a BKB there. BKB is good, but I'm a little doubtful. I think the Hoodwink is just kind of powerful. Were there any good group games today? I think so. Honestly, the games have been pretty alright. What was my favorite game today? That's a tricky one. I kind of like PSG versus Liquid game 1 because it was like just nice to see a Bristleback and he actually did really well. But he then ended up going like a little ishy. Now the one like super crazy exciting there. I liked Thunder Awaken versus Team Spirit game 1. That was also kind of an exciting one. Okay, we'll immediately go invisibility. Oh man. 2 hits from the Eidolon and that was done. Alright. More int. We gotta increase our brain capacity, our brain power. Then we can handle everything. What teams look good so far? Well, let me make sure I don't tell you any nonsense. But like, Evil Geniuses looks really good. Royal Never Give Up. Of course, they're like winning. I actually really liked Thunder Awaken. Surprisingly so. Like, they're currently like tied for 3rd in Group B. But, you know, they're kind of like a South American team. They're like from a less popular, less advantaged region. And I think they're doing really, really well. So I like Thunder Awaken. That's like a team that I think is really worth cheering for. I mean, of course, I'm cheering for Team Liquid. Let's go, Liquid! Team Liquid needs to win the International so that they can use the funds to keep Liquipedia running. That's it. And don't tell me that that's not what they're gonna do with the money. I don't want to hear about it. No, that's where the money is going. All that international money going straight into Liquipedia. Okay, I mean, this is an easy win, I think. Pretty easy one. Hello. Ooh, am I dead? I cannot. Whew. I needed to be more aggressive there. I needed to be more aggressive. I wasn't sure if I should go in or not, like, and how I should go in. I was kind of hoping my Eidolon could finish the job, but it didn't. Okay, next time we know, we just gotta go in. Wait, next time we know, we just gotta go in. And right now it doesn't matter that much because it's pre-round 40. Hey, Google character! Thank you so much for gifting 5 cool wait, 10 cool stuff. Sorry. God, my brain is just not playing along anymore. But thank you very much. That's just fantastic. Now I can go to sleep. I can go to sleep right now anyway. Like, at least for today, we can still sleep. There is some burst damage here. Alright. Let's go, Zeus. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Good. Should probably pick up a BKB. So we have a way of like winning these fights. EG is looking good too. Yeah, EG is looking good. I don't know, EG is just not a very exciting team for me personally, but they're definitely looking good. Right? Hey, Google character, thanks for gifting one more. That's very nice of you. Really, that's very nice. Look at how huge this dude is. God, massive. Oh, that's an Eidolon right there. Yeah. One team that I've been kind of underwhelmed by is Team Spirit, if I'm honest. Like, don't think they're really doing all that well. They're not performing as well as you would expect from them, I guess. Alright. Oh my god. Well, there goes Roshan. Yes! Let's go! I got the forbidden item. Hell yeah. What's that? Book of the Dead, and nobody knows what it does. I know what it is, but I don't know what it does. But I'm very excited that I have it, for reasons that I can't explain. Yeah, Roshan can be pretty tough. Like, we're really strong, so, you know, we can handle it. But, this might be the point where a few other people get knocked out, or at least lose in edges. Ooh, it'll be close. There you go. So, at this point, from now on, when you lose a duel, you lose in edges. Right? So, you gotta be careful, because if you lose the duel now, you know, that can be a problem. And by the way, if you're out of edges and you lose a duel, you get a permanent debuff that makes it so you deal less damage and you take more. So that can be difficult too. Alright, good. Yeah, look at them boys. They're actually huge. They're huge and it doesn't have a lot of cooldown. It's just a super sick item for us. Okay, we can get Torture Pipe. It's a bunch of extra stats. And it actually synergizes with our... Wait. We might need BKB. Gotta be careful. I should probably just buy a BKB right now. Let's get a BKB first. Look, this is the kind of thing that we're gonna regret not getting when we had a chance. Now, can Deltanoid win this? Because I feel like this Tinker is actually pretty strong. Pretty good matchup. I'm gonna just do a small gamble. Yeah, alright. Didn't lose much money. See, that's like when you don't quite know, when you're not entirely sure what to do, you just take it easy. There is the Zeus and a Shadow Fiend. I think I go all in on this. I don't know how the Zeus can really win this one. Do I even have space for any other items? I don't really think so, actually. Get the Blood Point. You know what? Let's get ourselves some additional abilities. Book of Paragon. Ooh. That's a big summon. But it's got a really long cooldown. Really long cooldown. Do we even want it? I think so. I think it's just a very powerful tool for winning duels. Now, I have too many buttons. Let's see if we can maybe get rid of one of them. We don't really need Midnight Pulse. Wait. I can multicast these. Can I? Oh yeah, and then they get twice the stats. Holy shit. That's crazy. Most abilities that summon units will summon stronger units when multicast triggers. Oh my god. Now those are some big Eidolons. Those are some real big Eidolons. Okay, how do we win this? I mean, we probably just don't, right? I probably just don't win it. I think BKB is more necessary here. I need to just immediately slam my golems. Alright, in this. No! I got cleave. Oh. It's so hard to get the black hole out. So hard. I think... Do I need black hole? I'm probably better off just building stats at this point instead of trying to reroll black hole though. Right? Because rerolling black hole is not very likely to actually... So, oh my god, look at these guys. Hey, Google character, thanks for another 10. Look at that. That's another 100 minutes. Oh, damn, that's a lot of minutes. Oh, damn. Alright, huh? We might actually make it all the way through the international. Well, thank you very much. Okay. So, BKB against this guy, right? Okay. Nice. Good. We got a win. We got a win. Let's get ourselves the Aghanim's consumed. That way we get the chaotic offering golems. I asked you to put it in the oven like before I started this game. That was 40 minutes ago, and you put it in like 15 minutes after I asked you, like I asked you, I hope. So it should be... Just check on the bread. I did. Wait, have you not put it in the oven yet?
It's already in the oven. It's
Okay.
been for 20 minutes.
Okay, that's good. So I don't know what you're asking me. No, I'm just making sure that you don't burn the bread. That's all. We made a bread. The bread is in the oven. Just making sure it doesn't get burned. Hey, Ungewiss the Great, thank you so much for the 6 months. Appreciate it.
Twitch.tv user notice hashtag gummy.
Oh no, that's a lot of monkey. Oh, that's a lot of monkey. And there's a lot of monkey here. You wouldn't believe it. Yes, good monkey. Hey, and Google character, thanks for another one. Appreciate it. It's 22 total, isn't it? Hello, Coco.
Love the year-long continuous
Right, the nice thing is now we have another boss round, and every boss round that passes, our late bloomer gets more powerful, and that means our summons get more powerful, we get more powerful. We just get insane. We got massive. Alright. Ooh, careful. Alright. Nope, none of this is useful. And now we have late boomer level 5. So we're level 56. 56 times 1.5 is, chat, come on, do some math, mental math. Can we do it? I can't. Sorry, my brain is running out of power. It's like 75, 9, it's 84. All right, so it's plus 84 all stats. That's actually pretty significant. All right, we're going to go ahead and buy some books. That's even more stats. Mm-hmm. And yeah. Oh hey, George and Drugs. Thanks for another gifted. Appreciate it. Oh, you're also eating books, but you're just eating agility books. So there's only 3 players remaining. Sadly, one of them is the OD. And the OD is terrifying. This guy I can handle. I think we're fine against this guy. Right? I think we can handle this guy. We immediately go. What? Wait, I used black hole. Why did I still get attacked? Okay, so that's not good. The attacks were already near. Yeah, probably. Alright, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, no. Oh, what do we do about that now? Oh, I mean, we just gotta go for it, right? I think we want to play way more aggressively and just try to get a black hole. I am the best. Yes! Let's go. Oh, that was good. That was good. Look, I said, we just play way more aggressively and just get that black hole. Alright. And now hopefully they should duel each other and not me, right? Because I did just kind of go through the gauntlet a little bit. Oh, come on, I just fought you. Just a second ago. No. Well, well, well. Okay, we have protection. So that's bad. We now have the loser's curse, which means we deal less damage, we take more damage, our cooldowns are increased, and debuff durations are reduced. Yeah. That's a big one. That really sucks. I mean, luckily we are summon based, so it's not as big of a deal. But it's still not ideal. Reroll for reincarnation. The odds for that are really low. That's a very dangerous reroll you're asking for. So there's a lot of stuff that's on cooldown over there. But the chronosphere isn't, and that's the most important one. Do I win without it? I mean, I have strong summons. I might be able to just, you know, kind of keep winning against the creep waves. I may not win against, like, I may not win in duels, but I might be fine just against the creeps. Good. Just gonna keep getting stats. I don't think I actually need a BKB. Just gotta keep getting stats. Nice. I know, that's just kind of a little satisfying, isn't it? Alright, here's the new plan. Yeah! We're hanging in there. We are hanging in there. Oh shit, this wave is hard. Yep, we are reaching the point where the game starts being very, very, very difficult. Please attack. Oh shit. Alright, this is why we have the A on this, so we don't accidentally get caught out. Oh dear god. Another one. Alright, we buy the refresher really quick. Slam that. And then... Huh. Oh, it doesn't cool down. As you suggest. Okay, good. We can't just overpower with our units. We have a lot of them. Nice. Yeah, the black hole is still working out nicely. It's still doing a good amount. Alright, take down these. At least try to. Holy shit. Okay, good. I want to equip this so it has an opportunity to cool down a little bit. Ah, it's just me and this guy now. Alright, we do have our summons down. Yeah, the golems are big. I don't know if they're big enough. But luckily our Eidolons are really like got 100,000 HP. Alright, we extend. And just keep buying stats, I think. Get the Octarine. I don't have refresh already anyway. We just need to go for it. We just need to do it. Good. Yes. I like my toolbox. Who killed you? Eidolon. I immediately went for the Eidolon so that the Eidolon can like kind of catch you off guard. Like that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of toolboxing this guy down a little bit. It's like a big advantage I got because I have like a lot of different disables and survival mechanisms. Did I win? Yeah! I did it! Look at that! Hey! Sick, dude. I can't believe it. Alright, we'll finish the game. Ooh. That was hard. That was tricky. That was intense. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. But we're not quite done. Give me 1 second. Mic check. Look, there's the bread we made. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Looks pretty nice. Very happy with it. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And
Happy
thank you,
Subathon, good sir.
Oshocraft, for subbing.
How's
And I'll see you
tricks?
guys tomorrow.
What's the plan for the bread?